What's going on, ladies and gents? Today I'm going to do something a bit different than the usual trading stuff, and I'm going to work on some scripting, some Rails scripting to be specific. And what we're going to be doing is improving on a project created by this handsome devil, Mackenzie Child, in which he built a Reddit or Hacker News clone in one of his web apps in his 12 in 12 challenge, which was essentially a challenge in which he challenged himself to create 12 apps in 12 weeks so that he could learn Ruby on Rails. And he did a fantastic job. He created a whole bunch of awesome apps. And in no ways do I mean to discredit his work here, because it's an awesome series. Go ahead and check it out. Search Mackenzie Child in YouTube, and you should find this challenge. And what he does is he creates awesome apps, boilerplate pretty much apps, the basics of bigger sites that are out there. So what I thought I'd do in this app, don't get me wrong, has a lot of cool stuff. You can create posts. It's essentially a link aggregator, and you can create posts, create users or create a username and a password, etc., and then go through all the posts, edit the posts, upvote the post, etc. However, and again, it's a super cool app. All credit to this dude, because it's an awesome place to start. Is missing a couple things, a couple cool features. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add those. So the first thing we'll do is clone his repo, because we don't want to start from scratch. You can go to his GitHub, and we're going to clone the repo, control copy. Let's go ahead and move into our terminal here. And we'll open up Tmux. If you don't have Tmux, I have a video on it. Go ahead and check it out. It's a terminal multiplexer. And what it does is it essentially allows you to create panes like this, so you can have a cool workspace. You can have all your stuff open, your SSH, your server, what have you. But anyway, I digress. Let's go ahead and copy his repo. I'm going to do git clone, boom. Then we shall cd into it. It's called Reddit. And we are going to, I believe this is a bit older. Let's check the date on Mackenzie's video. He did this in 2014. Yep, so we're going to probably have a different Ruby version than him. Let's just go ahead and change our Ruby version in the gem file. Before we do that, we're going to go ahead and make this 2.21. And I think we're probably going to have to exit out of this. We'll open up again, cd Reddit, and let's run the bundle, see if that works. Boom, gems are installed. We're going to open up Vim on the upper pane up here. So we're going to run the server down here. So we're going to go to Reddit. Let's make this a bit smaller. Just for if there's any Rails beginners here, I definitely recommend you go ahead and check out Mackenzie's video. It's awesome for learning Rails. You're going to have to do a little more investigating after that to really learn Rails and maybe create your own projects. But essentially what we're doing here is we're installing a bundle, which is a bunch of different packages that come in something called the Rails gem file. So if you go ahead and check it out here, this is the skeleton of a Rails app. As you can see, it's in my folder, and it's called Reddit. And it comes with a whole bunch of different folders. And if you go to your gem file, you'll see all the different gems inside the app. And what I did previously, I should have maybe gone a bit slower, is just change the Ruby version to 2.2.1, because that's what I'm using. And then I installed the bundle by doing bundle install, although just bundle enter works as well. So we ran that. Let's go ahead and run the server. And it just came to me that I may have to run a migration before this works. So let's go ahead and check it out. We're going to go to localhost. And yep, I was correct. We have to run a migration. So that's what we'll do. Close the server here. We'll go back up. We'll do rake db migrate. This is a rake command, if you don't know what it is, that essentially populates our app with the migrations that we've created. And we'll run that. And now the app should be functional. We're going to, boom. Oh, hasn't started because I haven't started it, of course. Moment of truth. Let's refresh. And boom, Reddit. There you go. Awesome app. It even looks, very simple but cool. Mackenzie's a designer. I think he's got a course coming out soon. Go ahead and check that out. So obviously this app is simplistic but pretty, so we'll sign up. Here's something else I'll change. You'll notice that if I refresh this page, let's go here and sign up. The first thing that it pops into is the email folder, the email placeholder. And well, that's good, I guess, but we have a name here, and we want that to be the first thing people sign up with, because in terms of user experience, they're going to have to essentially go up. They're going to have to touch their mouse, so we don't want to do that. We want them to come here first. So let's just create a fake name. CK, we'll do ck@gmail.com, add a password, and we'll sign up, and boom, we have a user. Let's submit a link. So we'll call it hello there. Let's just call it Google. Google.com, and we'll submit. And boom, there's our link. This is the links specific show page, links 1. And if we go to Reddit, to the index page, you'll see there's our link. Now we can visit the link, and this will not work, as you can see, because later on we're going to create a helper so that the user can essentially type in www.google or just google.com, and when they click visit link, it'll work. The reason it's not working now is because this requires an protocol. If you see, this should work. Let's try submitting, and we'll visit, and boom, we're at Google. So we'll fix that. Don't you worry about it. I think the first thing we're going to do right now is, if we go ahead and check this out in the console, if we are in iPhone preview mode, you'll notice that it's really small and it doesn't look as great as it should on mobile. So the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and make this mobile friendly. In the sense that it'll have this a bit bigger, it'll all look a little larger, and it'll have a hamburger menu, so that you can essentially just, well, this all works, as you can see, but I mean, if I zoom in, it might be a little bit, it doesn't let me zoom in. If I increase the percentages, it gets a little better, but we don't want the user to have to pinch if they're on a phone and to zoom in. So we're going to make this a bit bigger. We're going to create the hamburger menu drop down here so that they have a cool little mobile drop down. So let's go ahead and take care of that. This is a little zoomed in. Okay, the first thing we'll do is open up our folder. So we'll go to BIM, and we're going to go to views, and that is in the layouts folder, application.erb. So he did this in ERB. He usually uses Haml, which is a really cool gem, which allows you to write awesome ERB or HTML in a cool syntax, so that so it's a lot quicker and a lot more effective. So what we need here is to get some stuff from Bootstrap. So let's go ahead and do that.